So I have this timer on my phone going for 30 seconds because on YouTube, they don't want you to say certain words before the first 30 seconds of your video, or they will know it by their system. They'll pick it up and they won't show your video to people, or they just won't try to show it to people because you say bad words or bad stuff at the beginning of your video. So we're almost done the timer, so then I can say what I want to say about the game that we just watched. And 2, 1. Okay, we know. Timer is done. What the fuck was that? What the fuck did we just watch? Now, I'm not even really all that upset. Like, I was one of the only people before the season was like, yo, I don't really expect much from the season. I don't think we're that good. I was one of the only people saying that. So, right now, I'm also not all that upset. Like, I seen this shit coming too. Now, I could have also seen us beating the Giants handedly, but I could also see us losing at home to a 2-win team, the Giants, who, by the way, we lost to before when they only had 1 win. And we lost to the Bears, who were winless. And now, like I said, I seen this shit coming. I'm not fazed by it. It's whatever. Ron Rivera, if the ownership doesn't fire Ron Rivera today or tomorrow, I'm gonna lose actually a lot of respect for these guys, because you cannot sit up here and let Ron Rivera think that you can have a job, or anyone think that you can have a job in the NFL and put up these results. We lose at home all the time. I feel bad for the fans that showed up today. I feel genuinely bad for the fans who decided to show up to the game today. And they probably thought we were going to win. And at the end of the game, you hear the Let's Go Giants chants on TV. Like, there was more Giants fans there probably than Commanders fans. I don't know. I wasn't there, but from looking at the TV, it might have been 50-50 or even worse. But man, what a terrible game from start to finish. Like, just nothing was going. Defense just giving up big plays. We made a walk-on, not even undrafted rookie look like he belongs in the NFL today. Like, how the hell does Jack Del Rio even get to stay? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, if Ron Rivera isn't fired today or tomorrow, I actually have to start thinking that maybe our ownership was like, hey, we're going to pay you guys to go out there and tank so we can get better picks next year. And I mean, what's the other explanation for this? Like, how do we lose to the Giants at home? How do we get swept by the frickin' Giants, dude? If I was the owner, I would have went down there, told Ron, pack his shit. He's done. He doesn't even get to do the presser, the post-game presser. You don't even get to do that shit. You're done. That's it. We don't want to hear no more bullshit from you. You're done. And then also, I get a bunch of shit for being on the wait-and-see approach with Sam Howell, too. Well, look, this is why. This is why, right? He just got outplayed handedly by an undrafted walk-on rookie in his second start. Well, he didn't even start the last game. I don't know if he even started the last game. He was just thrown into the last game. And he played in the last game. I don't even think he started the last game. This is his first NFL start. And then people wonder why, oh, you don't love Sam Howell? Like, we love Sam Howell. We just love him. He's good. I like him. I'm not in love with the guy yet. I don't think he's. I have to see more. I'm on the wait and see approach, and now you understand why. Now you understand why. Because then I'm not so upset. Like, I've seen this shit too many times before to get bamboozled by it. And actually, like, then years prior, I would actually be sitting here upset. Like, actually really upset about stuff like this. But I seen it coming a mile away, dude. I seen it coming a mile away. When David Mayo is the guy who's trying the hardest on your defense, you think you're going to win games? You think you're going to win games? When David Mayo, I know that we had like 9 sacks or some dumb shit like that and still lost. We had 6 turnovers. 6 turnovers. And we didn't force any, unless you want to count the turnover on downs when the Giants won for it on 4th down. You want to count that one as a turnover? We don't force any fumbles. We don't get any interceptions. We're not making their quarterback make mistakes. Like, our quarterback is just harassed and making mistakes all game. They were at the very end there, not the last dumbass interception by Sam Howell. Sam Howell is just racking up some of the dumbest interceptions I've ever seen on a football field. But the one before that, the interception before that, I was in the Discord. Shout out to everybody in the Discord. We got over 50 members now, and people are talking in there. This game we were talking the most out of any game. We were in there constantly. A lot of us were in there just talking about everything that was going down. And right before Sam Howell, right before Sam Howell threw that second to last interception, it sucks that I even have to like try to sit here and explain which interception it was. Right? I was sitting there. I was like, man. This is like the Giants have all this momentum. I feel a pick coming. If you watch football long enough, you felt it too. You knew it. You knew it's coming. You just felt it. And then sure enough, right on time, there it is. Sam Howell was terrible today. I know some people are gonna be like, oh, he was okay. He whatever. I give the guy a lot of credit for being like he took a lot of hits and he's durable. You know, the guy's tough. Like I thought for sure he had a concussion there when he hit his head after the touchdown run. He like fell and hit his head and then just didn't get up. I don't know how they let him back in the game after that. Honestly, I think he might have had a concussion and that's why he was so slow to like process shit in the second half. Like I really think maybe he had a concussion, like straight up, and they let him go back in there and play. Go back and watch that. He falls to the ground and hits his head on the ground and then just lays there flat on the ground. Doesn't get up and the whole time they're fighting on the sideline. Like that whole fight goes by, he's still laying on the ground, didn't get up, and they let him go back into the game. Dude, that didn't really look like normal Sam Howell, right? That dude got a concussion or something, bro. But like I said, I give the dude credit for being tough as nails. But this was a terrible outing. And how many times do we see Eric Bieniemy call nothing but pass plays all season long? But he was scared to call pass plays today because he thought Sam Howell's going to throw an interception. You could feel it. You could feel the tension. You could feel us just running the ball. 2nd and 10, run the ball again. Like it's like that's not us. That's not how we play football. That hasn't been us all season. What are we doing here? But it's because Sam Howell already has 2 interceptions and Eric Bieniemy doesn't trust him or something like that. It's the only thing I can take from it. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know, man. It was bad. It was terrible. But yet again, I don't root to lose. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose to division opponents, division rivals. I don't want to lose to a winless Bears team who hasn't won a game in 14 games. Sam Howell lost to him, and the Giants who has 1 win. Sam Howell lost to him. The Giants who has 2 wins. Sam Howell lost to him. I don't remember a fucking time Taylor Heineke lost to some shit-ass team like that. I remember him playing above, and sure, he doesn't throw the ball and do all the shit that Sam Howell does, but he's a winner, and he wins fucking football games. And people ran this motherfucker out of town, and it's getting fucking old, dude. Sitting here calling all this shit, and it's old. But yet again, like I said, I like Sam Howell. I just don't love Sam Howell like most of these other people just do, just because he looks good, but it's... Winning, I like winning is what I like, and we were winning before. And Taylor Heineke used to play when he played last season. We had one of the hardest schedules in the entire NFL, and he had a positive winning record. And look at us now. And sure, the flip side for Sam Howell is this is just the beginning. He can get so much better, and I hope he gets better. I hope we can all look back at this season and be like, remember when not just him but the team had a rough patch, and that's the year we got rid of Ron Rivera. Yeah, we come back and talk. That's what I hope we do. But yet again, I'm on the wait and see approach, and I'm not going to be fucking shocked if Sam Howell doesn't figure it the fuck out. It's hard. It's hard. How many quarterbacks in the NFL do figure it out? Well, I know who figured it out today was freaking DeVito. I don't even remember his fucking name. The guy who still lives at home with his parents. That dude figured it out today versus us. That's what happened today. That would happen to us, right? That would happen to us, man. And there's like some crazy stats. Like every time I'm so tired of when we play a game, they start bringing out these stats that are like, this team hasn't scored a first quarter touchdown in like 18, like 14 games or some shit like that. Some crazy stat, and it's like, well, they did it versus us. I'm so tired of hearing that shit. And there's another one today. Let me. I have it in my notes. Let me go see it. I'm tired of hearing this shit, dude. I'm tired of hearing it. So, let me go. Sorry, I'm gonna go look for this. It's in my notes. Whatever. I'm not gonna. I have a lot of notes, man. I have a lot of notes, and we'll go through it. We'll get to it. But the fumbles, turnovers, yet again, it goes back to discipline. That goes back to our coaches. Sure, you can sit here and say, oh well, you know, it's on them to hold on to the ball. Well, when it's everyone on our team dropping fumbles like left and right, maybe it has something to do with how we're preparing and how we're practicing, and we're not being hard on people. And shit, I don't know what they go through. I'm not an NFL player, but it's like, bro, I don't see did the Giants fumble the ball today? A 2-win team? They showed up with more intensity than us on our own field today? Like, it's ridiculous. It's just like everyone's checked the fuck out, and that's why I'm not, like, I didn't stress during the game. Like, I'm a little pissed now just because I have to sit here and talk about it, and rethinking about it pisses me off some. But like, I was sitting here watching the game, just talking to the guys in the Discord, and you know, we're sitting here calling shit that was about to happen. We know the team, we know what's gonna happen. We're sitting there making jokes about how David Mayo is like the best player on the team today. I don't know. Before I just get like rambling, I'm gonna get into the notes. I have a lot of stuff in the notes that is worthy. David Mayo has 2 sacks at the very beginning of the game. 3rd down and 10, and DeVito gets it because we're too scared to blitz a rookie on 3rd down and long. KJ Henry with a sack. We had like 9 sacks or 7 or 8 or 9 sacks or whatever. Who gives a shit? Like, they still clearly found ways to get around it and win. Like, but us, we only had like 5 sacks. Couldn't figure shit out on offense. Defense gave up big plays. At the end of the game, we couldn't stop the run all of a sudden. That's a trend. And you know what that is? As people on the defensive line giving up hope. We know how good they are, and we know that wouldn't typically happen. But when we're losing and it's the 4th quarter, that's when all of a sudden they start getting run plays. Every team gets run plays on us at the very end of the game. It's because they gave up. We know that they're good enough to stop that shit, but they've mentally checked out. They're done. Our first play is throwing the ball to Terry. That's a good sign. I wrote that in the notes. Our first offensive play is throwing the ball to Terry McLaurin. And in my mind, I'm like, that's a good sign. I feel like we're going to have a good day if we just keep doing common sense stuff like that. Of course not. The very next thing is Sam Howell throws a pick. Logan Thomas fumbles the ball. And we already have 2 turnovers. How are the Giants playing with more intensity when they only have 2 wins? The defense gives up 3rd and 13. Sorry. We give up the first touchdown. Okay, so this is it. We give up the first touchdown in the first quarter to the Giants this season. Like, this is the first time they scored a touchdown in the first quarter all season long. This is the type of shit I'm tired of hearing, dude. Excuse me. Their best, and it was to Saquon Barkley. This is another thing that we do all season long. Saquon Barkley, their best player, scoring touchdowns, beating us. Who else on their team is even scary? They got nobody. And we can't just be like, hey, let's take this dude out of the game. Saquon Barkley, he's the guy that could actually hurt us. He's the guy we should have all of our eyes on. Stop that dude. If someone else beats us, okay, cool. Don't let Saquon Barkley beat us. He freaking beat the shit out of us today. It's just terrible, like, nonsensical shit. And it's just been all season long. It's tiring. Robinson is tearing them up early in the game, running the ball. Good throw from Sam to Thomas for 30 yards. We kick a field goal. Excuse me, I'm a little sick, so I feel bad for coughing and stuff here, but I want to get you guys this video out. But yeah, I've been pretty sick, coughing and stuff here. So this is another thing that pissed me off. When we do get into the red zone, it was like 4th down on the 4-yard line, like 4th and goal from the 4-yard line, and we kick a field goal. We have 4 fucking wins. Our backs should be up against the wall. We should be going for it. And if we don't get it, guess what? Make an undrafted rookie go the entire field to score any points. What sense does this make? We have 4 wins. We should do whatever it takes to win. Go for the touchdown. It's 4 yards. It's ridiculous, man. Like, these guys, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, we're going to take 3 points. We moved all the way down the field, got to the 4-yard line, and we're going to kick a field goal? We have 4 wins. We ain't shit. Our backs are against the wall. People's jobs are on the line. Score points. Do whatever it takes, man. And guess what? If we don't get it, we're playing against an undrafted rookie who then has to go all the way down the field to score any points. How does that not make any sense to anyone? Score the points. Go for the touchdown there. When David Mayo is the best player on our defense, that's sad. DeVito is looking like a real NFL QB versus us. I wrote David Mayo might sell like 1 more jersey after today's game because of how well he played. Howell throws the ball. Another one that should have been picked. Dexter Lawrence tackles Howell, grabbing his helmet and just taking him down to the ground with his helmet, and that wasn't called. Percy Butler with a nice open field tackle. Giants score a 30-yard touchdown pass. Kendall Fuller gets juked to all hell on that one. Sam Howell runs the ball for a touchdown, but it looks like he might have gotten a concussion. Joey Sly misses an extra point. That's getting old, too. I don't know if it's Joey Sly or Cameron Cheeseman at this time. We'll have to go back and check it out. But right now, I don't know. But either one of them is to blame, dude. It's getting old, too. We fumbled the ball on the opening kickoff. Like, what? We've already had multiple fumbles or whatever in the game, and we put Brian Pringle out there to return, and just like, after you see teammates fumbling the ball all game, or wouldn't you think, like, hey, maybe I should be more into ball security as the game goes on? No, we just keep fumbling the ball all game. Casey Tuhill has a sack. Jonathan Allen with a sack. We got sack number 9. Rodriguez with a great run right up the middle. Then the next play, he fumbles it. You can hear the Let's Go Giants chants on the TV. We are running the ball so much, it's like Eric Bieniemy is scared of Sam Howell throwing the ball today. Brian Robinson fumbles it, but we recover. Sam to Jahan for the touchdown. Time is running out, though. Sam throws another pick, but there's a flag. At the worst time in the game, Charles Leno Jr. has a false start, really screwing us there at the end of the game. Sam Howell throws the dumbest pick, 6 to end the game. We had 6 turnovers today. Ron Rivera has to go. We know this. We know this. But it needs to happen now. It needs to happen now. The Giants, a 2-win team, came into our house with more intensity and better prepared and made more plays than us. Like, what else? There's literally no other reason to keep Ron Rivera. There's zero reason. And it's been that way for a long time. If our owners don't go out there and make some change now, I'm going to lose a little bit of faith in the future with them, because it's just like, I understand maybe they don't want to be like that. Well, that's not what we do. We don't just fire people. But dude, it's egregiously bad now. It's super bad now. The offensive coordinator for the Bills got fired during the season, and like the Bills are 5-5. They should, they're not playing up to their expectations or whatever. But they're not all that bad. They're okay. And they're firing people. And we have to sit here and watch this shit. I'm done with it. I could go on and on and on about this shit, but I'm not. This video is already 18 minutes long. So that's where I'm going to cap it out. Join the Discord. Come talk with us in the Discord. The link will be in the description below. It's free. Today we were going ham there in the Discord. There was a lot of shit to talk about. And I'm surprised. I'm actually really surprised that even during the week, even when there's like not really football going on, like there's always people in there talking. So it really exceeded my expectations of how many people are there and want to talk football and talk Commanders stuff. And today's game was definitely the most lively game because there was a lot of shit to talk about. But besides that, that's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day watching football. That's what I'm going to try to do. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.